Kyle Larson, NASCAR's 2021 Cup Series champion, put on a dominating performance in 2021 after being suspended after only competing 4 races in 2020 after using a racial slur during an iRacing event. In 2021, he was able to get a ride at Hendrick Motorsports, and we know what happened after. But for those who don't, the 4th race in, he brought back his number 5 team to win at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. But he wasn't done there. A few races later, he would then go on to win 3 races in a row at Charlotte, Sonoma, and the Nashville Superspeedway. He almost made it 4 in a row if it wasn't for a flat tire on the final lap at Pocono. And sometime later, he would go on to win at Watkins Glen and at Bristol. During the playoffs, he again had a 3-race win streak coming from the Charlotte Roval, Texas, and Kansas. And finally, to wrap it all up, he won the championship race at Phoenix to add up to a 10-win season, along with 20 top 5s, 26 top 10s, and an astounding 2,581 laps led. The most laps led during a season since Jeff Gordon in 1995, with 2,610 laps led. It's safe to say that Kyle Larson is an amazing driver, one of the best. But what if Kyle Larson didn't get a ride at Hendrick Motorsports in 2021? What if Kyle Larson didn't race in the NASCAR Cup Series in 2021?
Space. Reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility, where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities, creating alternate worlds from the ones you know. I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and ponder the question, what if?
Our story begins on October 28th, 2020. Instead of signing Kyle Larson at Hendrick Motorsports, it is announced that Noah Gragson will make the jump to the Cup Series and drive the infamous number 5 car in 2021 with Bass Pro Shops, Hendrick Cars, and Nations Guard as the sponsors. In this universe, no team wanted to risk being seen in bad light by signing Kyle Larson, even though he had made up for his mistakes. They decided to all wait until the next gen in 2022 when the cars would be cheaper so they didn't have to spend all their own money since Larson would not be bringing any sponsors with him. The Daytona 500, Daytona Road Course, and Homestead would go pretty much the same as our universe. However, Las Vegas is when things start to change a bit, when Brad Keselowski gets his first win of the season at Vegas. After that, things go the same from Phoenix all the way to COTA, and after his victory at COTA, Chase Elliott goes on a tear to win 2 more races, making it 3 in a row, at Charlotte and Sonoma. At the All-Star race, it's Brad Keselowski who wins the $1 million, and Ross Chastain is able to pick up his first career win at Nashville. And from Pocono to New Hampshire, things go relatively the same except for other people now winning stages since that 5 car is nowhere near as good as it is with Gragson in it as it was with Larson. Gragson is, however, the best of the rookies and is currently 21st in points. At Watkins Glen, Chase Elliott is able to drive it all the way back from the back of the pack, passing the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. to win at the Glen. From the Indy Road Course to Richmond, things again stay relatively the same except the 5 car doesn't make the playoffs. Instead, it is the 42 of Ross Chastain making his very first Cup Series playoff appearance. The Bristol race goes similarly up to a point. After Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick make contact, Chase does take a swipe at Harvick, but instead of holding him up like he did in our universe to let Kyle Larson win, he just drives like normal, and Kevin Harvick scores his first win of the season at Bristol. The second Las Vegas race and Talladega go the same, but at the Charlotte Roval, because Kevin Harvick has no reason to be angry enough to dump Chase Elliott, who clearly had the fastest car of the day, without a doubt, would go on to win the Charlotte Roval in dominating fashion. At Texas, it is William Byron who would score his second win of the season and his 3rd career Cup Series win. At Kansas, Chase Elliott would again go on to win, making it 7 wins on the season so far, most of all the other drivers. And Martinsville would go the same, with Alex Bowen winning himself a grandfather clock after taking out Denny Hamlin late in the race.
Take the lead from the 11th. Oh! The 11 around!
The championship 4 would be Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, and Kevin Harvick. Elliott, Truex, and Harvick all had their moments leading during the race, as they all had pretty good cars. The only one out of the 4 to not lead any laps would be Denny Hamlin, as his car was a long-run car and it wouldn't kick in until it was way too late. Late in the race, a restart would happen due to the 66 of David Starr. Surprisingly, it was Kevin Harvick with only 1 win in the lead for what everyone thought would be the final restart. Truex lined up second and Elliott in third. On the restart, it was Harvick and Elliott with the shorter run cars who were able to pull away. Chase Elliott had a slight edge, but not enough to find a way around Harvick. Harvick was blocking like a madman, trying to win his second championship. Harvick kept blocking and was allowing Truex and Hamlin to catch up. When that happened, Chase Elliott had finally had enough. Remembering what had happened at Bristol, Chase Elliott dumps Kevin Harvick. He knew to wait until the last race in the season at Phoenix to get his revenge instead of the earlier races or even Bristol itself. With Harvick wrecking, the caution would come out with under 10 laps to go. Elliott, with the short-run car, would easily be able to pull away from the competition and win the race, thus going back-to-back, winning his second NASCAR Cup Series championship and the race, making it 8-race win season, and Noah Gragson in the 5 car is able to clinch the Rookie of the Year award. And after that, Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick had a very huge fight in the pit area, but both came out relatively unharmed. And Elliott has won the championship, and later on during the NASCAR awards, he also wins the Most Popular Driver of the Year. But what if Kyle Larson was signed by Stewart-Haas Racing in 2021?